There's a detour sign, basically the pathway, the easy way to get to the convenience store. The pathway's closed, so you have to go all the way around here. Basically, to get to the convenience store, basically. Like, what happened 2 years ago, I was still majorly pissed off about it. Still can't get over it. Yeah, there was copyrighted music playing and I didn't want my video to get blocked, even though I'm not. Well, I mean, in rare occasions it gets blocked, but it's not super rare. But again, it's not super common. Had to pause again because there are people walking nearby. It's like some, but like 2 years ago, yeah, it was about Notion to Hosh. Yeah, it's a recurring theme that I just can't get over with. Always gets to the front of my mind, and when it does, it just fucks with me. But let's just like go into the grass. You're really gonna get the mosquitoes. I mean, they're fucking everywhere. There's like one more week of perpetual twilight. So, and then night, the phase of day would start to come, you know. Mosquitoes are annoying. Makes you scratch all the fucking time. It just does. The detour. God, there's so many mosquitoes. God damn it. There's so many mosquitoes. They can't fucking leave me alone. Can't fucking leave me alone like these porn bot cunts on social media. You wonder why I get angry over that one anime artist. This looks like a pretty big, prickly looking creeping thistle. Would be able to stare at it more if it weren't for the fucking mosquitoes. Ugh. Sorry. Someone screaming in the tunnel to like create an echo of some sort. sign fell over. What is this? Oh, what the fuck? It's like, okay. Mosquitoes just won't leave me alone, you know? I mean, like, some oligarchs on social media could do something with the fucking porn bots, but just don't want to do it. Mosquitoes, on the other hand, you can't do fucking anything about it. Yeah. It's the ones I value most. Scratch every fucking time. Yeah, there's more thistles, you know. Yeah, creeping thistles are considered like noxious weeds in Canada. Or maybe like, well, it is considered a weed, but you know, like, it's been a pretty rainy June, but July it's been like, it's gone pretty hot right now. Yeah, there's a lot of thistles over there. A lot of them. They have a way more, there's like way more value in these things than many people think, as many species do depend on those thistles, you know. Species that we depend on others and stuff like that. Unlike the aforementioned lowest common denominator accounts that shouldn't exist, that oligarchs rely on to money launder. Tree seems to be almost taller than the apartment itself. people should rely and unite with each other against the fucking people that threaten us all, but just start fights with each other. It's the whole divide and conquer strategy. Wish I had answers for why Notion Tohoshi did what she did. But you know, it's like with anyone else. Don't know why they're like this. Similar to. Don't fly in my fucking ear! Any bug who does that is guaranteed to be dead. Like, you fly into this little sensitive piece of my body, you're fucked. Caught me off guard on wanting to convey what I want to say. Like, I have little answers as to why Notion Tohoshi is the way she is. Much like how everyone doesn't really have much to know what the way a person like, Cyrax behaves. Yeah, like this tree is like taller than the apartment. See it going pretty high up. Like, this tree looks like it's dead. Like, there are no leaves on it. Looks like it's dead. Wonder what may have killed it. Heat stress? Or something? But yeah. This tree looks dead. Well, stuff grow from the bottom of it. But mind you, if you're a mosquito or any kind of insect and you fly into my ear, you ain't gonna survive. You ain't gonna survive. So I'm very quick to respond to something as uncomfortable and annoying as this. You ain't gonna survive. try to understand no Shinto Hoshi, like many people try to understand Chris Chen or Cyrax or Daniel Larson. As from what I can tell you is that this apartment building has been around since the late 2000s. Construction started on this apartment block since 2014 and hasn't been finished until 2016. This apartment block over there on the far end has started to be built by the construction started around 2021, and this apartment construction has started since by around 2022, and respectively the entire complex has been complete by 2024. More you know. Like in my older videos, like from 2015, you would see that apartment that was under construction clearly. Like sun is pretty high in the night sky, but nowadays they're getting shorter because it's past the summer solstice. Get tongue-tied so easily, man. Get very tongue-tied so easily. Be careful, little mosquito. I don't like being fucked with. Sort of like fern-like plants. Assuming from the things, they seem to be flowering like fern, kind of like plants. So So if that's the case, they're definitely like angiosperms. I like them. Some plants glow in their blooming season. Yeah. Felt like gotta be careful here. Yeah, walking outside would have been much better if it weren't for all those mosquitoes. Mosquitoes. A lot of people who know me, especially to this day, are likely very familiar to what Notion Tohoshi did. That fucking destroyed me. Still think it's not okay. And again, I could blame the stupid people on the internet for the way she acts. Because there's a lot of stupid people on the internet that try to destroy you. They hide behind a computer screen. Because, they can. Interesting to note, the trees right near this apartment complex is relatively tall, while these ones are relatively short. As those trees are new. But yeah. There's always stupid people on Earth. Speaking of which, that dead tree that was like right around there, like could be other things that have killed the tree, like disease or insects or stuff like that. Whatever weird contamination. But yeah. Denying climate change doesn't make this go away. Not trying to make this political or anything, but you know, I'm honestly like, I know there's a lot of climate change skeptics and stuff like that, but as soon as it gets to you, like, would you start to believe it? If someone you know dies of a heat stroke, or a tree just ends up dying because it's way too hot. That's what happened to Major Oak. It was declared dead like last month. Six years ago, it was still doing pretty well, but now the tree has died. It lived for like around 1,000 years. A hotter climate doesn't necessarily mean better tree growth. Throughout our evolutionary history of Earth, 99.9% of all species went extinct, I believe. I think around that. Or is it? Yeah, it must be like 99.9 or something like that. A lot of this had to do with the changing climate and other stuff they can't control. But that goes off on a long term, whereas here we seem to be like putting ourselves in a detriment by you know, a lot of pollution, a lot of deforestation, all that stuff is just speeding up the climate change process. You know? It's just how it is. Said that current estimates say that the Earth is warming by 2 degrees, you know? Not only has this warming trend been a detriment to our surrounding environment, it's also going to be a detriment to us. Needless to say, like, Trump has appointed members of many committees, and the ones he appoints don't give a shit about climate change, so that's scary. mean, yeah, some people, some skeptics may say it's all a scam and stuff like that. Well, there may be some climate scams. The grand scheme of things, that really just doesn't matter when, major oil companies just want to convince you that it's a scam. I mean, yeah, I used to be a climate skeptic before, but like, let's be real here. I mean, if we don't pay attention to what's going on, we would end up much like this tree. We would all end up much like this tree, We would all end up like this tree. Like, you don't see any life in that tree. It's dead. I don't know for how long, but it's been dead for a while. Yeah. People were supposed to reciprocate for how much deforestation they do. They should reciprocate to the forests and stuff. There's this tree right there. The upper part is basically dead. Like, you look at this tree, like right there, much of it's dead. The only surviving part of the tree is what's below it. Now here's the part where I potentially yell because a mosquito might fly into my ear again. See, the sun has set. It's basically like civil twilight, but you see the sunlight on the clouds. see like trees right here in this neighborhood, you know? This tree, for example, is actually taller than the house. And so are these trees, those blue spruces. Crosswalk warning device, but it seems to work. Road work over here. It's 10 o'clock right now, but it's still pretty light out. See a golf course right there. That's a lot of mosquitoes. God damn. Oh! You motherfucker. What did I? No. It's not possible that every mosquito has the same shared mindset. But still fucking pisses me off when they try to fly into my fucking ear. It really fucking pisses me off. Property. Find it interesting how Iceland used to be like mosquito free, meaning there were no mosquitoes there, until about recently, where they end up finding their way to Iceland. So the era of mosquito-free Iceland is over, apparently. Oh man, so itchy. Sidewalk closed. Looks like the sign has been knocked down. Something. And people seem to be walking on it, so I guess it ain't closed. I always remember this joke: bear saves fish from drowning. It's so funny. Bear saves fish from drowning. Bear saves fish from drowning. Bear saves fish from drowning. Drowned fish. Apparently, fish that are designed to be in water can't breathe in water. So the bear has to save it from drowning in... Oh, shit. Oh, man, like, fuck. Telling me the crosswalk is closed? What am I supposed to do? Jaywalk? Fuck. Sidewalk closed for construction. Two can play at that game. Alright. Like this... It's under construction. So I wonder where my father walked my dog when those... Walked her dog when those two areas were under maintenance. But you should always remember that in the news, a bear saved a fish from drowning. Wonder if an AI chatbot believes that. Yeah, if Notion Tohoshi was an AI artist, what she did wouldn't have bothered me. But she was a real artist. Man, fucking destroyed, man. Been so fucking destroyed. Yeah, this is the fucking longest thing I've ever dwelled on. My own grudge against Notion Tohoshi has gone longer than my grudge against anyone else. Basically. Considering it's been like 2 years. Like Ken Solis back when I made him look stupid by getting rid of the limiteds on Roblox, making a statement that they're fucking useless because they're virtual items. And they don't even dwell on it anymore. Some of you who remembered me for over 10 years may probably remember that guy Theme Park Review. And honestly, I've come to the conclusion that it was just my misdeed. But the grudge at the time, that barely lasted like half a year. And nowadays I don't have a problem with Theme Park Review, honestly. Basically don't have anything about him to criticize. My grudge against No Shinto Hoshi lasted for pretty much over 2 years, and that started before I had a grudge against people like Joshua Connor Moon and Ruben Sim, you know? I mean, I still hate them, but that grudge against these two definitely came later than my grudge against No Shinto Hoshi. Like, I'm honestly like expecting my grudge against No Shinto Hoshi to continue, even if I no longer care about Ruben Sim or Joshua Carter Moon anymore. Unless I get an answer that I don't seem to I would be able to get. Then again, it's grudges against people I come across. This doesn't include the people that I didn't come across. The grudge against the Purple Sacramentan has only started like last year because he betrayed me and threatened me. I'm glad everyone hates him. Yeah. been since like 2 years since I photographed the playground at this area, you know? Been around 2 years. Been quite a while. It's interesting how time flies. I mean, yeah, I did meet a man who pulled a gun at me in Mexico. Though I'd never forgive him, I don't dwell on that guy. I don't dwell on that guy. I mean, yeah, he tried to rob me, but of course I'll never see him again. Unless I fuck around in the place where he tried to rob me. That was like in Puerto Vallarta. And there's a fire station right there. Basically. I mean, yeah, the guy who tried to rob me in Mexico didn't share the same characteristic that no Shinto Hoshi had. Holding that phone is putting stress on my finger. Still remember what no Shinto Hoshi said to me at one point. And that was, I will never forgive you. I will never forgive you. Yeah, a lot of videos where I walked around, talked over, just put it like royalty free music over it, because I really did not like the sound of my chud behavior back then. And I wanted it to be more about nature than anything. More about whatever field recordings are. Still kept that private Twitter account private, because basically, if I have nothing to show, then they feel no need to fucking mess with me, do stupid shit to me. Just better to be a fly on the wall. Like, a lot of social media websites are just toxic. If you hang around with those people and engage with them, it could definitely bring you down. What could this be? Thunderstorm clouds? Many times I've inquired people about school curriculums, ChatGPT uses in school, social media use, iPad kids. But the case with the school curriculum regarding LGBT, like, students either support it or they're against it. And then I've seen some who are really against it. there are some who support it. I mean, which in my opinion, like supporting something like LGBT is good. It's interesting because my opinion on that, like 3 years ago, was different. You can see the street lights are turned on. Most of them. Oh yeah, there's Venus right there. You're gonna start to see other stars pretty soon. Also, to point out that Daniel Johnston died like less than a decade after both of his parents died. Yeah, like life expectancy could definitely be hindered by a lot of severe mental issues. And considering how overweight he was, like, definitely because of the medications that were supposed to treat his bipolar disorder, you know. And then, the meds to counteract that, one of the side effects was weight gain. He also said he had like schizophrenia or something. I know, like, Wesley Willis didn't live pretty long either. He had, like, schizophrenia, and the meds he took was also causing his weight gain. Looks like some sort of thunderstorm or something. Take a look and see for sure. Yeah, thunderstorms are definitely spectacular at night. Sometimes they may look like thunderstorm clouds. Other times it just may look like something different. Yeah, whenever I talk about Notion Tohoshi, my father often tells me about Robert Mapplethorpe and how crazy he is. I mean, yeah, I know Notion Tohoshi has been crazy too. Looks like something, doesn't it? But could I confirm that this is in fact a thunderstorm? There's Crossfield right here. Yeah, Eastern Conwoods. A lot of them have dead roots, so